So, as I mentioned earlier, there was three main indicators that we can use to try and establish what the market value of a property is. And the first one is comparable properties that have sold recently in that area. And so obviously you need to do some research and find some suitable properties, and I'll sit with the owner and say, look, here's a few that I've found that are similar and that have sold recently. I stress the word sold recently. There's no point showing them ones that are for sale because they might not be worth that figure. So, and what I would do is do this on a consultation basis, not I think the house is worth. I would be saying, look, I've got a few examples of properties that are similar to yours and that have sold recently. Let's have a look at them and see how they compare to yours. Now, let's just, for argument's sake, say that the house is, the market value is in the region of £200,000, the one in question. So then I'll have three examples, one that's a little bit lower, one that's a similar value, and one that's worth a bit more. So when I show the owner the first one, I say, well, look, how does your house compare to this? And they'll say, well, ours is a lot better than that house. And I say, okay, so why do you think yours is better? And they say, well, we've got the garage and we've got a bigger garden. That's good, okay. So yours is obviously a better house. So how would you feel the values were different? How much more do you think yours is worth compared to this one? And they might say, well, it's definitely worth, an extra 10, 20, £25,000 I'll probably come up with. And okay, let's work on that 25,000. Okay, and then here's another one. How do you feel this property compares with yours? And hopefully they'll say, yeah, that's very similar square footage, similar sized garden. Yeah, that's a similar sort of one. So that's probably worth a similar sort of amount to ours. That's good. And okay, here's my third property. How do you feel that one compares to yours? Now, obviously, I'll find something that's a lot better. Sometimes they don't always realise it's a lot better, so sometimes they'll say it's similar, and you have to point out that, well, this one does have a swimming pool, or it does have, an ensuite, and so it's probably worth more. And they sort of go, okay, well, it's probably worth more. So how much more do you think someone will pay for that one? And they might say, well, an extra 20,000 or 30,000. So, okay, well, look, these are just indicators. This isn't an exact science, but this is what the market is doing at the moment. So if we look at the first one, which you felt was yours is better than this one, and yours is worth another £25,000, that one actually sold for 172,000. So if yours is worth £25,000 more, that would sort of indicate around the 200. This one that you said was similar to yours, that one sold for 203,000. Or 198, whatever the figure is. And then this third one, you thought that was better than yours, and that one actually sold for 220,000. So sort of that would indicate around the 200 mark again. So this is just, as I said, an indicator. It gives us an idea, and that's one way to establish the market value, and it's just one indicator that we would use. In the next video, I'll explain another one of the indicators.